The Chicago Bears training camp is definitely starting to heat up after day 4 because Caleb Williams and DJ Moore are looking stronger and stronger from a quarterback wide receiver connection than ever, which I'll break down a little bit more in a bit. But also, guys are showing out that you didn't expect. I mean, Tyler Scott is becoming one of Caleb Williams' favorite wide receivers so far. His name is popping up every day in reports, and he's doing a solid job at camp. Along with guys like Jack Sanborn on the defensive side of the ball are really starting to impress. We're also starting to see that center competition heat up a little bit between Coleman Shelton and Ryan Bates, and this team just continues to get faster and more intense each day in every single play. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Today, I'm excited to bring the highlights from day 4 for you guys before the Bears take the day off tomorrow, Wednesday, July 24th, and I'm here to bring the latest highlights because I am super excited about what this team is bringing to the table. And before we begin today's show, if you want to win a custom Bears jersey of your choice, listen for how to later in the video, but you have to start by smashing that like button anyway, as that is step 1, because you need to smash that in order to show you're excited for Chicago Bears football. So let's just jump into it. The offense, starting with Caleb Williams. He put in a lot of work again today, throwing to Rome Odunze because Keenan Allen did not practice today, which I'll get into more in a little bit. Nothing to worry about though, but good seeing the two rookies connecting. Their timing and expected skill set for both of themselves to understand each other is really starting to gel well together, and you're starting to see that more and more every single play. He seems to always be in the right spot when Caleb throws it to it, and Caleb seems to always know where he is going to be. And according to Zach Pearson, he looked insanely sharp today, by the way. I mean, Caleb was hitting his guys on the money on multiple different occasions and is looking more and more comfortable in this offense. Sure, he had mistakes today. He struggled in the 2-minute drill. Again, I'm still not too worried about that because in 7-on-7 and 11-on-11, he is making really big plays to not only his wide receivers, but now his tight ends in any tight end at any sort of skill set. So things are starting to look really good for Caleb so far out of the gate. And now those comments from Shane Waldron are really starting to come alive. He looked really solid in 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 with DJ Moore and Rome Odunze and marched down the field multiple times. Good to see that from an offensive standpoint because Caleb's accuracy is looking better and better, and he is looking like the solid quarterback that we wanted. Like I was showing you guys earlier in that beginning video, his pocket presence is so much different than what we're used to. He's constantly looking around, trying to find the best play, isn't panicking when the pocket is breaking down, and not just throwing things up and hoping for the best. He is hitting his guys in stride, trusting his guys that they're going to get open, and that's exactly what happened on that play with DJ Moore, and it's happening more and more. Let's go over to the wide receivers real quick. Rome Odunze took advantage of Keenan Allen not practicing today and really got some solid reps. Not that he hasn't, but he looked really good. Footwork, solid, no drops at all, and he just looked absolutely locked in. Same with DJ Moore. DJ Moore is just cooking right now. I mean, this team could constantly put highlights on this guy because every single time he's making one. But the other wide receivers are what is really impressing me so far. And you guys saw it in the thumbnail, but Tyler freaking Scott, man, second-year man out of Cincinnati, is ripping it up at camp right now. And I'm really excited for him because, you know, we brought him in potentially as a replacement for Darnell Mooney as a smaller, quick slot receiver, also as a kick return and punt returner. And he looks unbelievable right now. Back-to-back days with multiple 30-plus yard receptions after breaking coverage, not just tight coverage. He made the opportunity for himself with his agility. So things are looking really good for him right now, and he is shocking a lot of people, including myself. I knew that he had the potential. I just didn't think he was going to be at this level already. Yes, it's camp with no pads, but it doesn't matter. He looks great. And that connection with Caleb Williams that he has so far is something that could be super special moving forward. Going into moving forward as well, the center competition is starting to heat up as Ryan Bates and Coleman Shelton are switching off day by day right now of who's running with the ones. Today was Coleman Shelton's day, and from the reports that I've seen and the videos that I saw, it looked like he had a good day. No missed snaps, good blocking assignments. Again, these guys aren't in pads, so you can't really tell how well their blocking is out of the gate. But reports say that he looked good and better than Bates did yesterday. Not saying that that's the end all be all. One day doesn't matter, but it's going to be fun to see this competition continue to heat up. Coleman Shelton is becoming more vocal, according to other reports, as Ryan Bates has been the most vocal out of them all. But Coleman Shelton's definitely starting to get his confidence. So big day at the center position as well. Hopefully we get to see these guys in pads on Friday, or when we do see these guys in pads on Friday, we get to see who's running with the ones, because that'll kind of indicate who they're probably going to end up running with. From a tight end perspective, Gerald Everett is going 100%, which is great to hear after being pulled off the non-injury list. So good to hear that the veteran doesn't have anything too serious going on. He's back, he's looking 100%, and he's helping this offense, especially Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams also seems to be working a lot better with his tight ends as well, hitting Steven Carlson, who's fighting for a roster spot, by the way. Had a few nice grabs today from Caleb over the middle for 15 to 20-yard gains multiple times. So he's hitting all his targets, he's hitting his different wide receivers and working through the different motions. Good to hear from an overall perspective from a tight end. Didn't hear too much about Cole Kmet today, but that's our tight end one, and he looks great as always. He wasn't injured or anything, so good to hear there. So going over to the defensive side of the ball, they had some good reports today too, especially some interesting ones from the defensive line perspective, because, you know, apparently Montez Sweat is just getting to the backfield and ripping it up. That's great. Austin Booker as well. But someone that you didn't expect to hear a lot about that's impressing so far is Dominique Robinson, who is not playing at the edge position. He's actually playing in the inside, according to CHGO. And according to Zach Pearson as well, he has put on a ton of mass this offseason and looks more like an interior defensive lineman. So he knows that it was going to be tough to make this roster, and a key area of need is that interior. So he put on the mass. He looks good so far. He's getting to the backfield. I can't wait to see what he does in pads, because this guy could be pretty special on the field. Apparently, he's doing very well on the inside, doing better than he's done on the outside. So, you know, working to their strengths. And it's funny how Dominique Robinson went from a quarterback his freshman year of college to a tight end to an edge to a wide receiver to now a defensive lineman. So this guy has been all over. He can play multiple positions. He's a utility guy, which is great. But overall, good to see that the Bears are mixing it up on that interior defensive line. Someone who did have a big day today, though, was linebacker Jack Sanborn, who had multiple pass deflections over the middle, especially from a tight end perspective, and made it very difficult for Cole Kmet and Gerald Everett to get receptions, and really was reading Caleb Williams well today. So overall, good to hear that the linebacker room is doing well. Didn't hear really anything on Tremaine Edmonds or TJ Edwards. It was Jack Sanborn's day for sure, but good to hear the Lake Zurich native is doing well at camp. Also have a linebacker injury update that I'll get into in a little bit during injuries and other updates, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And then from a defensive back standpoint, our guy Josh Blackwell apparently had a huge day today as well. Had some really nice pass deflections against DJ Moore. Good to hear the third-year man putting on a show. I mean, he's arguably the fastest guy on the team with a 4.33 40 time. Overall, he was making things difficult for not only Caleb Williams, but also Tyson Bagent and DJ Moore. Tyreek Stevenson also had himself a big day today. Even though there were some big receptions over him, it wasn't easy. These wide receivers are even saying themselves that they're fighting extra hard in order to get around Tyreek. So Tyreek's looking really good so far in year two. And what I love is that this team is staying healthy right now. I do have an injury update from the DB room, but nothing too serious. But overall, the defense turned it up in the later part of practice against Caleb Williams, who, like I said earlier, kind of struggled in the 2-minute drill. But that's what's going to make him better. And that's what's going to make this defense better. So this defense can turn it on, and they can be difficult. Exciting to hear what they brought to the table today. Now, before I get more into that jersey giveaway I was talking about, today's show is sponsored by Via, which I'm excited to share today. Via Providence premium hemp products that are farmed and crafted in the U.S. are trusted by over 500,000 U.S. residents. Whether you're winding down after a long day or looking to try something new, Via has premium gummy products for everyone at all different levels. Personally, with how stressful things can get, making content or just life in general, Via has helped me unwind and keep my cool, even during the craziest times of the year, like right now. When I learned that it was lab tested, certified, and made in the US, I felt a lot better about giving it a try, and I'm happy that I did. I highly suggest if you're looking for something new to help you unwind and enjoy the summer, and I teamed up with Via to give you guys a 15% off discount on your first order. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use code JJAY to receive 15% off your order. After purchase, they will ask where you heard about it from. Please support our show by saying we sent you guys there. Whether you're spicing up your summer or winding down your summer, embrace natural power with Via today. So that Bears jersey giveaway, let's get into it real quick. To win a Bears custom jersey of your choice or a player, make sure you do the following. Like this video, you guys should have done that by now. Comment who your favorite player is on the current roster or previous, I don't care. A bear, once a bear, always a bear. And please subscribe to the channel. That is the kicker. Winner will be announced Monday, July 29th, so stay tuned for that. Injury updates and other news. Keenan Allen did not practice today, but was present. Sounds like it was for a veteran rest reason, as there was no suspected injuries from yesterday. Noah Sewell, linebacker, did not practice today, but was on the bike. And I just feel bad for this guy because he just continuously can't get past that injury bug, which stinks. The center position, again, is a big area of concern, so something to closely monitor. And then on top of it, Emmanuel Ogbah, edge free agent, ended up re-signing with the Miami Dolphins, leading to a higher chance if the Bears do go with an edge in free agency, they're going to go after Jonathan Ngakoue. Final comments is that the guys are off tomorrow, July 24th, but I will have a special guest on tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that episode. Super excited about it as we're going to go into Caleb Williams, but also overall excited about this team and what they're bringing to the table. But if you haven't already, if you please could, like the video, comment your favorite player in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel. But with that, thank you as always for tuning this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.